What's up, guys? MotoVillain here. Today I want to talk about the 5 most dangerous things that you can do on your motorcycle. Let's get it.
Alright guys, so we're getting ready to take a spin, and yeah, we're going to talk about the 5 most dangerous things that you can do on a motorcycle. On my Suzuki SV. But seriously, stuff that, we got to quit doing. A lot of people just really don't think it's important, but a lot of the stuff is very, very important. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy fired up. Stick it in neutral. And blah. I love how the little V-twins sound. They are the best. Not the best, but they sound pretty good. Not too bad. Alright, we'll let the bike get warm, and we're going to talk about stuff that could be a really bad idea. Alright, so number 1, riding without your helmet or gear in general, but especially your helmet. If you're riding and you don't have a helmet on, if you go down without a helmet, there is a really good chance that you're not going to make it out of there without being completely destroyed. Because if you just barely hit your head on the ground, it's going to do massive damage. Like, it's hard to even, you could just fall over at 15 miles an hour and hit your head the wrong way and die. So definitely always wear your helmet, no matter what. I've been that person that didn't wear a helmet, and it's usually when I ride bikes like a cruiser or a Harley or something like that. It's kind of the thing, it's the cool thing not to wear a helmet. That's how people look at it, which is crazy. It don't matter what kind of bike you're on, you need to have a helmet on, and that's just how it is, period. If you're riding without a helmet, you're just looking to get yourself hurt or unalived, should I say. So that was number 1, and that's a big one. Always wear your helmet. Always wear your gear, but at least wear your helmet. You got to protect that brain. And number 2 is, it's crazy because it is really fun, but trying to wheelie and do stunts without any training, without practicing. You get out in front of people and you're like, well, I'm gonna throw it up. Somebody's like, throw it up, want you to do a wheelie, but you really have no idea on how to do that wheelie, but you throw it up anyways because you want to impress somebody, you want to show off, whatever. Don't do that. Wheelies and stunting, that's something you need to practice, and you need to really practice if you want to do it right. And you're going to end up hurting yourself, or you're going to end up hurting somebody else. You throw it up going down the highway and your bike smashes through somebody's window and kills them because you was wanting to do a wheelie, you're probably going to be unalived also. So just remember to practice your wheelies before you try to wheelie. Don't let peer pressure be the reason that you're doing something really stupid. Alright, that was number 2. Number 3, stop trying to get more and more life out of your tires. Once they're bald, they're bald. Change them. There's a little marker on the tire that tells you when to get the tire. Of course you can keep riding it. You can ride it until the damn wire is hanging out, but it's not safe. There's no grip. Everybody's worried about how fast their bike goes, and if you got good tires, you're going to go faster because you got more grip. You can stop better, you can go better, the bike handles a lot better. So get some good tires and keep some good tread on your tires. Like, stop riding around with bald tires. This is not safe. And if you ain't got the money, I get it, I've been there. Just wait till you do get the money and then go ride. It's not a cheap sport. It's not a cheap thing that anybody can do. It gets real expensive keeping up with bike parts and prices and helmets, gear, all that stuff is really expensive. So I totally get it. There's been times my bike had to sit for a month before I could get tires. So just remember, tires and brakes, but especially tires, because that's the only thing that's keeping, you know, that's touching the ground. So you want the most grip possible, which I hope you do. But that was number 3. We're looking at number 4. And number 4 is peer pressure. Just simply put, peer pressure. Say you go on a group ride, right? And you're trying to keep up with everybody, but they really start moving and they're hauling ass. Don't try to keep up if you feel uncomfortable. If you feel like you're riding way out of your means, then just slow down. When the group ride starts, find out where you're going so you know exactly where you're going, and just ride your own ride. If you feel uncomfortable, you need to slow down. I've seen so many people go down just from that one simple fact. They was wanting to keep up with everybody, and it was actually on this road going this way, and we was going to a place a lot of people go, out to High Bridge in this area, and he popped over a curve and there was a left turn, and he just couldn't make that turn at the speed he was going. And he had a backpack, he had a girl on the bike with him. Luckily when they went down in a little ditch into grass, so he got really lucky there. But it is, you have to ride your own ride. It's so important. It's so easy to get caught up in it. I've done it myself. You want to keep up with the groove. It's fun going fast. I totally get it because I've done it myself. Luckily I've never went down, but you really just got to ride your own ride. Be safe. There's a time and place to practice, and it's not when you're around a big group and you're wanting to impress your buddies. Just really think about what you're doing and stay safe. You know, it's better to ride and learn another day than to try to keep up with somebody. It's not that important. That was number 4. I got one more of the 5 worst things, most dangerous things you can do on the bike. I'm sure there's some more stuff, but just from my experience and the stuff that I've seen, this is the dangerous stuff. I'm sure you can come up with some other. And if you have, in your experience, had some dangerous stuff happen, stuff you think people shouldn't do, put it down in the comments. I'm interested to know. I'd really like to know what people think. But number 5, stop taking stuff off your bike that you especially need, like your mirrors. This bike had no mirrors on it. I had to find this little cheap thing until my good ones come in to put on there, just to be able to see if somebody's coming up behind me. I've seen people get hit on the highway. I've seen people get like rear-ended at a stoplight. It happens to bikes all the time. But if you can see somebody coming up behind you just by looking at the mirror, and you can just take off and get out of the way, you need the mirrors 100%. Like, if you don't like the factory mirrors, okay, take them off, but put something back so that you can see. I get that it looks good, but you can find mirrors that look just as good, and it's definitely a lot safer to be able to see behind you. And if it's a stunt bike or whatever, and you just use it for stunt, and it's whatever, I mean, it is what it is. But, you know, and quit taking your calipers and shit off. of your front brakes. I mean, you're not going to be that much faster, but you're going to be able to stop in half the distance. Like, you're not going to be able to stop as fast as you need to. Unless you're a for real serious racer, you're just cruising and you want a faster bike to race guys on the highway or whatever, don't do it. Do not take your caliber off. It's not going to save you that much, and you're not going to be that much faster. Promise you that. You may be a 10th faster in a quarter mile. It's not even going to make that much difference. It just don't make sense. I get people want to save weight and this and that, but if you're really into it, it is what it is. You know, if that's what you need to do, you think you need to take your brakes off to win, then I guess, hey, go ahead and do it. More power to you. But guess what? It's dangerous. So if you're like me and you love to ride, love going on group rides, you're just out for the ride and enjoy riding, period. You're not a racer, you know, all that. Leave your brakes alone. Leave your mirrors alone, or at least put some mirrors that you like on there a little better. And really, that is it. Just try to be safe. Riding is fun. It's made to be fun. It's dangerous, but it shouldn't be so dangerous. You know why it's so dangerous? We make it dangerous. The riders. It's because of us. Most of the time when there's a bike wreck, it's usually rider error. Most of the time. Now there is the times when people get rear-ended or something happens or whatever. I get it, you know, stuff does happen. But if you go back and look at the statistics, a lot of times it's our fault. Like, we're going too fast and expect everybody else to be on the same level as us, and it just don't work that way. So try to remember, guys, to pay attention, be careful, get out here and practice and learn the most you can learn, because this is going to make you better. It's going to make you a better rider, a safer rider, and that's very important. And plus, you want to be able to get home to your family so you can ride another day. You can learn another day. Try to be safe. Tell me what you guys think is the most dangerous thing in your experience as a rider. Leave it down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it if you like, subscribe to the channel. I'm a newbie, just looking to spread my wings. You guys ride, be safe. Love ya. Peace.